Hi designers, so today I'm going to be sharing with you how to cut and sew this snatched weight bubu dress with a built-up neckline and a gathered hem. It is very simple, detailed and beginner friendly. So if this looks like what you're interested in, please keep on watching. And if this is your first time on this channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also like, share and drop a comment. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using this Ankara fabric you see here and this black crepe fabric. The black crepe fabric will be used for the built-up neckline. So you can also use your asoike if you have one. So I have an asoike, but it won't be enough. That was why I decided to use a plain crepe fabric for this tutorial. You can use either an asoike or any plain fabric of your choice for the built-up neckline. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead to start drafting the dress. So the dress is made up of two parts, the upper part which is a bubu and the lower part which is going to be in form of a gathers. So to fold your fabric, you're going to go ahead to fold your fabric using your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus your sleeve length. So whatever your shoulder measurement is, go ahead to divide it by 2 and add your sleeve length. So for me, my shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 8 inch and the sleeve length I want to work with is 10 inch. So and because I'm going to be attaching a band to the sleeve and the width of the band is going to be 2 inch, I'll be deducting 2 inch from the sleeve length. So instead of marking 18 inch, I'm going to go ahead to mark 16 inch and I'll add 0.5 inch extra for sewing the sleeve to the band. After folding your fabric into two to get the width of the dress you are making, the next thing to do now is to mark the length of the gown. So the gown is made up of two parts. We have the upper part which is in form of a bubu and the lower part which is going to be gathered on the upper part. So now to get the length of the upper part, what I'll go ahead to do now is to mark 2 inch below my hip depth line. So my hip depth line is 25 inch. I'll go ahead to add 2 inch extra to that 25 inch. Then I'll add 1 inch extra for sewing allowance. 0.5 inch for the shoulder and 0.5 inch for joining the gathered to the upper part. After doing this, I'm going to go ahead to draw a straight horizontal line at that point, then I'll cut it out, after which I'll go ahead to use this same pattern to cut that of the back because the front and the back is going to be the same. So here I'm going ahead to fold my fabric into two for both the front and the back. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to arrange it. So make sure you arrange both of them together and make sure that they are both aligning. So I'll just go ahead to pin it down with my pin like this. Then I'll start inserting my measurements. The first thing I'll be doing is to draw a starting line which is going to serve as the shoulder line. I'm going to go ahead to draw the horizontal line at this point like this. Next, I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'll also mark my sleeve length minus 2. So my sleeve length is 10 inch, but I'll be marking 8 inch. The remaining 2 is going to be for the band I'll be attaching to the sleeve. After that, I'll go ahead to come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope and mark. Then I'll come over to this place and mark a neck width of 3 inch for both the front and the back. After marking this, I'll draw the shoulder slope with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. Once I'm done doing this, I'll go ahead to mark the sleeve opening. For my sleeve opening, I'll go ahead to mark 8 inch for the sleeve opening plus 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So if you're on the bigger side, you can mark 9 inch for your sleeve opening and 1 inch for the sewing allowance. After doing this, I'll draw a straight horizontal line at this point with my ruler like this to get the chest line. Once I'm done doing this, the next thing I'll do is to insert my vertical measurement, which is my shoulder to waist. I'll go ahead to mark that. My shoulder to waist is 16 inch. I'll mark that. Then I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder to the length, which is 28 inch. Next, I'll draw a straight horizontal line on the waistline with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. After doing this, on the chest line, I'm going to go ahead to insert my bust measurement divided by 4. So my bust is 36 divided by 4 is 9 inch. I'm going to go ahead to mark it here. After marking that, I'll mark 1 inch extra for ease and 1 inch extra for the sewing allowance. So if you want yours to be very free at the top, you can mark 2 inch extra for your ease and 1 inch extra for your sewing allowance. I'm going to move over to the waistline and I will insert my waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch extra for ease and 1 inch extra for the sewing allowance. Then on the gown length, I'm going to go ahead to insert my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inch extra for ease because I want the hip area to be very free. Then I'll add 1 inch extra for the sewing allowance. After marking this point, I'll go ahead to connect the sides together with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. So after connecting the side, I'm just going to go ahead to use my hand to draw a curve from the sleeve opening down to the main bodice like this, so that I don't have any sharp edge at that point. So once I'm done doing this, I'll come over to this side and draw my sleeve opening like so. After this, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to work on the neckline. So I've already gone ahead to mark my neck width of 3 inch. After marking that, for the back neck depth, I'll be marking 1 inch for my back neck depth, and I'll go ahead to draw the neckline for the back with my ruler like this. After doing this, I'll go ahead to insert the neck depth for the front. So for the front, I'm going to go ahead to mark 8 inch as the neck depth. This 8 inch is going to be serving as a guide. Then from this 8-inch point, I'll be going in by 2 inch and mark. I'm going to go ahead to mark this 2 inch all the way down with my ruler like this, after which I'll connect the points together with a straight line. So after connecting the point together, I'll connect these points to the neck width with a straight line like you see me doing in the video. So this part is going to be replaced by the black crepe. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to quickly do now is to cut it out. So I'll go ahead to cut out both the front and the back first like you see me doing in the video. After which I'll separate the front from the back, then I'll cut out the opening on the front. So when cutting your shoulder, don't forget to add your string allowance of 0.5 inch at that point. So after cutting, this is what the front is going to look like once you open it up. This is what you should have. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to join both the front and the back together. So I'll go ahead to place the back on the front like this. Then I'll go over to my sewing machine to close up the shoulder area using 0.5 inch. So here I've gone ahead to join the shoulder area together, and this is what it looks like after joining and ironing the shoulder. Note that the sides are still open. The next I'm going to be doing now is to work on the built up neckline. So before you go ahead to cut the fabric you'll be using for the built up neckline, you will need to take the measurement on the front opening all the way to the back neckline. And to do that, go ahead to fold your fabric into two like you see me doing in the video. So after folding it into two, I'll go ahead to notch the center back neckline because I'll be needing it when fixing the built up neckline. So after notching the back neckline, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to take my measurement from the center back neckline all the way down to the front like this. So after taking the measurement, what I got was 31 inch. I'll go ahead to multiply it by 2 because the front is on fold. So you go ahead to multiply whatever you get by 2. And after multiplying, what I got was 62 inch. I'll be adding 2 inch extra to the 62 inch to avoid shortage after cutting my fabric. So the next I'll go ahead to do now is to cut out the fabric I'll be using for the built up neckline. So for the built up neckline, I'm going to be using this plain crepe fabric like I mentioned earlier for the built up neckline, and here I'm going ahead to cut it out, and the width of the built up neckline I'm going to be inserting is going to be 6 inch. So here I have the full length. So remember we measured 62 inch, I added 2 inch extra, that is 64 inch. So on fold what I have here is almost 35 inch, and I cut it in excess to avoid shortage. And also the width of this crepe fabric I have here is 6 inch. So when cutting yours, go ahead to cut 6 inch, and if you are using an asoke too, the width of the asoke is 6 inch, so you don't need to trim off anything from your asoke if you are using your asoke. So this is what you're going to be having. So the next thing to do is to fold it into two like this. After folding it into two, the next thing you want to do is to get the center of the piece of fabric. So to get the center of the piece of fabric, what I went ahead to do was to fold the fabric into two like so. Then I press it down with my pressing iron to get a crease line where I'll be running a stitch on. After pressing with the iron, I have a crease line here which is going to be serving as the center of the built up neckline. So to get your neck depth, all you need to do is to place your tape rule on the center back of your neckline, then take the measurements all the way down to the front where you want the opening to stop. So after taking my measurement on myself, what I got was 12 inch. So I'm going to be using 12 inch as the neck opening for the built up neckline. So I'll go ahead to mark the 12 inch like this. After marking, I'll head over to my sewing machine to stitch from this neck depth all the way down to the end. Then I'll come back to show you what next. So here I'm gonna head to stitch from the neck depth all the way to the end, and this is what it looks like. The next thing to do now is to turn it over. So you pick one from this side and one from the other side, then you go ahead to flip it over like this. So this is what you're going to be having once you're done doing that. And for the neck opening, you go ahead to fold this part into two equal parts like you see me doing in the video. You fold it into two like this. So after folding it into two, the next I'm going to go ahead to quickly do now is to notch this part, because this is going to be serving as the center back of the neckline. So I'll go ahead to notch it. After notching, I'll go ahead to insert this to the dress. So before you go ahead to insert it, make sure you give it a good press to keep it in place before you insert it to your dress. I'm going to be doing this before inserting to my dress. So to fix your built up neckline on your main fabric, what you go ahead to do is to take the built up neckline, then you go ahead to locate the center, the notch part of the built up neckline, place it on the center back on the good face of your fabric. Then you go ahead to stitch using 0.5 inch all the way to the front. After stitching to this side, you go ahead to repeat the same thing on the other side. So I'll go back to my sewing machine to quickly do this, then I'll come back to show you what to do next. So after stitching the bit up neckline and giving it a good press, this is what I have. This is what it should look like after stitching. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut off this excess I have at this point. Then I'll go ahead to work on the sleeve opening. So for the sleeve opening, I'm going ahead to cut out the piece of fabric I'm going to be using as the band for the sleeve, and here I have the piece of fabric. So the width of the fabric is 5 inch, so when you fold into two, you have 2.5. So I'm just going to go ahead to fold it into two like this, then I'll place it on my sleeve, after which I'll go ahead to stitch using 0.5 inch. I'll do this on this side and I'll repeat the same thing on the other side also. So here I've gone ahead to attach the band to the sleeve, and this is what it looks like after attaching. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to mark the point where I'm going to be fixing my pocket. And to do that, I'll go ahead to fold my fabric into two like you see me doing in the video. Go ahead to fold it and arrange it, making sure that the sides are equal. Then from the waistline, you're going to be coming down by 1 or 2 inch from the waistline and mark. That is where the pocket is going to be starting from. So here I have my waistline already. I'll come down by 1 inch and mark. Then for the pocket opening, I'm going to be marking 7 inch for the pocket opening. So this part here is going to be where the pocket is going to be stopping. So I'll mark that, then I'll go ahead to notch it so that it appears on both sides of the fabric. So this is where the pocket is going to be. So for the pocket, I'm going to be using this piece of fabric for the pocket. So the length of the pocket is 10 inch. You can make it longer if you want, while the width is 8 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead to use my hand to draw a curve to give the pocket a shape. You can go ahead to mark, you can go ahead to insert the pocket the way it is, and you can also decide to give it a shape like you see me doing in the video. So after marking the shape, I'll just use my scissors to cut it out. So after cutting the pocket, this is what it is going to look like. Note that you are cutting 4 pieces of this. So to insert the pocket to your dress, all you need to do is to pick one piece of the pocket, you place it on the good face. Make sure that the good face of the pocket is facing the good face of your main fabric. Then place it where you marked. That is the point where you notch. Place it like this. Then go over to your sewing machine to stitch the pocket to the dress using your sewing allowance. So I'm going to go ahead to do this on the other side and also on this other part of the dress. After doing this, I'm going to come back to show you what to do next. So here I've gone ahead to stitch the pocket, and this is what it looks like on the back, and this is what the front part looks like after stitching the pocket to the dress. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to join the front and the back together. So you go ahead to place them like this, making sure they are aligning. But before closing the front and the back, I'm going to be attaching a rope to it that will be used to tie the dress at the back. So for the rope, I've gone ahead to make this strap here that I'm going to be using for the rope, and the width is 2.5 inch. So I went ahead to stitch. After stitch, I turned it over, and this is what it looks like. So the length is as desired. So before closing up the side, you place the strap in between the front and the back like this, then you close it up, after which you head over to your sewing machine to stitch from the sleeve all the way down to the pockets, down to the hem. So I'll be doing this on this side, and I'll be repeating the same thing on the other side also. So after I was done joining the front and the back together and giving it a good press, this is what it looks like, and this is what the pocket opening looks like after doing that. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to attach the lower part to the dress. And before cutting out your fabric for the lower part, you go ahead to measure what you have on the hem of the dress. Go ahead to take the measurement all the way around, or you take it this way, then whatever you get to multiply it by 2. And when cutting the fabric that you'll be using to gather this part, it should be times 3 of whatever you have on this lower part. And the length of the fabric you'll be cutting is going to be your full length minus this upper bodice. So what I have here is 16 inch. I don't want mine to be too short, so the full length of this gown is 41 inch. Then I minus the upper part from the full length to get the length of this fabric I'm going to be using to gather on the lower part. So I'll just head over to my sewing machine now to gather this part, then I'll come back to show you the final look. So after I was done gathering the lower part to the dress, this is what it looks like. I went ahead to hem the lower part, and this is what the dress looked like after making it. As you can see, it came out beautiful and very nice. You can go ahead to try yours and let me know about the outcome in the comment section. So if you find this video helpful and you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button, and also don't forget to like, share and drop a comment. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my other tutorials.